Welcome back to another episode of the LunchTable podcast, guys. I'm like 2 days. I'm 1 day away from going to DR. But the time y'all see this, I have came back from DR though.
This would be like like the third week of August. This one.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I'm not even keeping track at this point. These shits just come out when they come out. Like we had an issue with the one that we were supposed to drop this week, but.
Oh yeah, this week, but like one of the weeks we delayed a week, whatever that week was. It was.
Yeah, man, because, we've been trying so hard to make sure that everything gets released smoothly. Every week, we're on top of it, but shit, man. It couldn't. It got the best of us.
Yeah, I'll be busy literally every week, every day of the week, and I somehow still get... Both of my free days have been dedicated to recording these two podcasts. But 2 times in 1 week.
Yeah, we going crazy. We going crazy.
Yeah.
But, finally, I'm a little excited though to go to DR. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
yeah. How long has it been since you haven't been there before?
I think like 9 years.
Wait, how old were you? If it's
I
9,
think it was like 9.
10? No.
Yeah, but like 9 or 10 years.
I think it's the same amount. Wait, I think we have the same amount of time
that we haven't been to DR.
Yeah,
and you going now too, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm going in August.
I wonder how different it'll be though, just because I was such a child when I first went, and like I don't remember things that well, but I'm sure there's things that are very different than when I had last gone, So I'm curious as to see what kind of changes have been made to DR and how much I remember it. Like,
yeah, I still pretty vividly remember certain parts of DR, like my house, the house that I have over there, like the streets, a restaurant.
Yeah,
but like, I remember a lot of stuff from it, but I haven't been there in so long.
Yeah, but and I'm sorry to cut you off, but like sometimes my brother will say some things about DR, and I'll remember, and I'm just there like, holy shit, I forgot that was a thing. Like for example, like the other day he was like ekimai, ekimai, ekimai. I don't know if you know what that is.
Wait,
but it was like some nigga would always be like in a little cooler. He would have a little cooler, and he would be selling ice cream, right? And he'll say ekimai, like, and so. And so
like a malito?
Yeah, some shit like that. I don't know.
Oh shit!
It's like a little ice cream or whatever.
Yeah, the little ice cream shit.
Yeah,
I remember that now.
That shit was crazy. You feel me? So when my brother said shit like that, I'm just there like, oh, bro, I forgot those were a thing, bro. Like,
damn, I forgot those were a thing. I just now. Well, they were always old in my
yeah.
But those old niggas that had the ice creams and they were yelling shit out.
Yeah,
damn,
bro.
So now I'm remembering that the literal ice cream.
Yeah,
damn, bro. I completely forgot that.
Exactly, and then he also reminded me of like before they used to sell these pouches of water, like literally like small ass bags of water that you would have to rip open with your teeth and drink it out of the corner, and. We used to drink that shit, and now that I think about it, I'm just like, that's super like unsanitary. Like,
yeah, it's kind of disgusting.
Like that's fucking nasty. But we did that just to drink out this shit, and like he reminded me of that shit the other day. He was like, cause I told him I was like, yo, I'm mad thirsty. He was like, you gotta just get a bag and just like.
I remember that the barrels of water. That's how we used to get our water.
I think what when the other day when it was when New York was fucking flooded, bro. Me and my mom were in the car. My mom was just there like, damn, like no weird shit, but I just wish I could just go outside in this rain right now. And I was like, yo, that's some DR shit right there. Like that's some DR shit right there. Like when it's raining dumb heavy and you just go outside, don't give no fucks, bro.
Yeah,
I kind of felt like that though. I felt her. I was just there like, damn, facts. Like I haven't done that shit in so long,
bro. That day that it was raining, what was that? Yesterday.
2 days ago.
2 days ago, I was at work, and you seen the picture of where I work, right?
Yeah,
There's windows right in front of it.
Yeah.
And that day I didn't have an umbrella, so for like 6 hours I was just watching.
You know what's funny, bro?
Yo, the sky was white and it was just raining, pouring.
Bro,
like, oh my god,
bro. The funniest part is that I literally thought of texting you because I know you work in a place with like there's fucking glass all around you. So
it looked really nice, but
But in my head, I'm just there like I was in my head. I was like, damn, I want to text Lucas right now and be like, yo, bro, how you feel, bro? Like this rain is insane right now. It's going insane, bro.
But luckily, literally it stopped right as I was leaving.
Yeah.
And it started right as I came home. So that hour of transportation and going outside that I had to, there was no rain.
Bro, kind of the same thing happened to me because like me and my mom that day we was out looking for luggages, you know, because we're going to DR and shit, right? But when we went, I had stopped at the store to get a luggage, and in the precise moment that I'm going to like buy the luggage is when it stops raining, right? So I come out after I bought the luggage and I put the luggage in my mom's car. But as soon as I put the luggage in my mom's car and I got into the car, bro, it started going dumb crazy. And my mom was like, yo, you got lucky. Like
oh, that's when he posted on his story.
I had posted it a little earlier. But after that, that's when that happened because it had stopped raining a little bit there. And then that's when I had gone to the store and shit, bought the maleta, came back. And as soon as I came back, shit, like a minute later, it started pouring again like crazy. And I was like, damn, and I had just bought an umbrella too, like a big umbrella. I was like, fuck it, let me just buy it, right? Because I didn't even know, I didn't know what the rest of my day was going to look like and shit. And I had left my umbrella here at home. So I was like, fuck it, let me buy one because I needed one anyways. But I got in the car and I told my mom, I'm like, damn, I got dumb lucky. Like I would have spent like one more minute in that store and I would have gotten caught. That whole maleta would have been wet too. Like
that day, I didn't have no umbrella, bro. Thank God. And I was watching all throughout when I was sitting down. I was watching all the videos of my like the group chat was posting about how like train stations were flooded. And I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, bro. I was praying. I was there when I first saw it. I saw those videos and I thought of this. I'm just there like, damn. R.I.P. to the people that gotta take the train. And then in my head, like I was already at my friend's house, and then I was just there like, oh shit. I'm one of those people that gotta take the train. And that like it didn't process in my head right away, but then I was like, oh, how am I gonna get home? Like not even the Ubers could probably get home, especially after what I seen. The highways was going crazy and shit.
Oh yeah, I saw that shit. Indictment.
Yeah, bro.
Wow. I had the A train. I had the last stop was 125th Street though. I had to transfer over to 125th, but that was fine though.
It's not that bad.
It wasn't that bad. But imagine if it was like somewhere in the E train. If it was somewhere in the E train, I was like, where the fuck am I?
You was gonna be fucked, bro.
Yeah.
You got Google Maps. Google Maps take you everywhere.
That's true. Yeah, I think every time there's a train, something switches with the train, I'd be like Google Maps, say, oh, please help me. what different train I gotta take? So speaking about the train, for the last 2 weeks, this is the most amount of times that I have had an interaction with a train performer or just a random bum in the train. It's been 4 times.
Think about it because I kind of wanted to mention the train story that I had this past week. Like,
well, okay, so the first one's like a week ago, where the dude was just singing.
Yeah.
And like I wasn't gonna like and like whatever he was saying was kind of deep, and I was just looking at it and like it was actually pretty good. Like I kind of made me just focus and like stare at him and how he was performing. Now I didn't have money on me, like I didn't have singles.
Yeah.
Like I always never have money on me.
Yeah.
I just credit. So I was just sad. Then he was walking past. He was walking, giving money. I was like, damn, I don't have money. So I'm just like, look down. And then he just told me, he's like, yo, I saw you looking at me, blah blah blah. Like there was a connection there. I can feel it, whatever. And then he went right, and he was just like, forget about money, bro. This is about like. And then he went on some tangent about like how like they're dividing us men, blah blah blah. Right. I was just like, oh, word, that's deep, bro.
I would have felt bad though. Like if someone, like usually when there's a performer, and even if they're not like entertaining me too much, I would still sometimes tip them because I'm just there like, here for trying.
Nah, if it's trash, I'm not getting.
Nah. If it's trash, if it's straight up trash, then no. Nah, but if it's like in my head, if it's just there, like if it's decent and I could tell that you put your work into it, like your effort into it, then I'm just there like, I bet.
Nah, fuck
but
that.
You know, if it's nice and you put your work into it,
it gotta be nice. It gotta be impressive. Like I didn't have enough money. I don't carry cash around me, so I couldn't pay. You know did you see my story like when I posted up like the dancer?
Yeah.
I didn't have money, but I was just like, let me just post you. So hopefully that can some shit.
Oh,
That
okay.
shit was fine. I didn't have the cash on me. That was once
Mhm.
that was that bump, and then there was another one. There was another one where he was like a military vet, and he was just talking about how like the politics and people and how war is coming. What it was, it was like fucked up.
The crazy ones.
Yeah, the crazy ones. And he was talking to somebody else, and I overheard it. I was like, what is this crazy nigga speaking about?
I mean-
and then we locked eyes, and then he started talking to me about the shit. But it was kind of interesting though, his crazy views, because he was a Vietnam veteran.
Yeah.
And he was fucked up. He
But
had barely no
I
teeth.
mean, we call him crazy, but like, what if he knows shit that we don't?
That's exactly what it sounded like. Like he knew a bunch of shit.
And like, we just there'd be certain shit that I'm pretty sure nobody telling us. You feel me? Like, especially the government. You know, he was a Vietnam worker. Maybe he saw some shit that he technically not allowed to discuss. Fuck around, he got fucking disbanded, like
He was talking.
dishonorably or some shit, and now he talking. He's speaking out, bro. Maybe he know where he's at.
Bro, he was talking about how like, look, all the information is on our phones. You don't think they have that? You don't think they have it? You don't think they know exactly what
But
to
that's
do?
because he was probably one of them niggas using the information on people's phones to get that shit. You know, he must know this shit, bro.
And he probably got military, friends and shit. He's been there for a minute. He's talking about he did like a long time in it. He was like, I think, yeah, he did a long time in the war or whatever. That was the second one.
Yeah.
Actually, say your bump story, and then I'll say the other one.
I was gonna say though, like, it's kind of interesting the kind of people that we meet on this train, because you talk about what you met this performer, you also met this military veteran,
Yeah.
and I met like someone, I think he may have come out of jail, like like the way he was speaking, at least he was I don't know, he was going through some shit mentally, but it was funny though to hear him speak. Because in the beginning he was just ranting nonsense, and it was nonsense throughout the whole time. But at some point he started saying shit that I kind of caught my attention, even though I was kind of focused the entire time. Because when there's just one person screaming in a train station, you kind of can't not notice,
Yeah.
right? But I wasn't really paying attention to what he was saying. But then at some point he said some shit like I had to write that shit down too, because it was just there like, oh, what, like I found the man funny and weird, right? He goes. At some point he was like, look at this black skin. look at this black skin. I'm super black. Like he was dead ass saying this shit, right? And I found it interesting because he was like uplifting like black people in general, but like in the most aggressive way possible. He would be like, I'll stab a nigga. I'll fucking stab a nigga. I come from jail, nigga. I'll stab a nigga, bro. And there's cops on the other side of the platform, bro. Like, and the cop is looking at him like just yelling. You know, I think the cop is low-key flirting with some shorty. I think he's having the time of his life. He flirting with some girl, so he don't give a fuck. He just letting the other nigga scream, but they paying attention to him like it's like you're crazy nigga, right? He's like, I'm super black, right? And then he was like, ain't no white niggas, don't fuck with us black niggas, don't fuck with us. We fucking kill you. I'll fucking kill you. Like he was saying this shit. He was just there like, he was like, if you a black nigga. And you fuck with a black nigga, then you dead. You fucking dead, nigga. Like that's what he was saying, and I found it interesting because I'm just there like, yo, bro, like what gotta happen to you to come to this point? Like,
Hey man, prison be changing people.
man, that's what I'm saying. So I was just there like, what the fuck, bro? He was going in circles, and he like he was looking like a skinny dude. So in my head, I'm just there like, what can you really do? Like,
Hey man. He's from jail, bro.
yeah, bro, I don't know.
Them niggas be like
He got a
stashing
tank top.
knife.
He got a tank top. You feel me?
He can easily be like stash a knife in his asshole.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'll be scared of. Like when I know that nigga was like, I'll stab you, nigga. You know, I'm just there like, yo, this nigga probably got like a little some shit.
Yeah, a little Gillette.
Yeah, bro. It's over, bro.
Yeah,
Nigga, whoop. It's clipped real quick.
That's some dangerous as a bump story.
Yeah, but I mean, it was cool to think about.
Cool.
You know, like I said though, it's just, the interesting part is the fact that it's the kind of different people that you could get to meet, like a performer, a vet.
That non-vet, he kind of went to some shit. He was like, "What do you think we did over there? What do you think we did over there?" And he was talking about how he just like killed a bunch of people.
Oh hell no!
Like he went that deep into it. He was like, "What do you think we did over there? We didn't do no nice shit." And shit was wild. And he was like, "Man, this is a white old dude."
Yeah.
Damn.
But that's crazy. Imagine having to kill niggas like.
Yeah. And that ass and then nam shits. We seen when we talked about it in school, like we saw some couple of videos, but that shit was crazy.
Nah, that shit is
because it was in the jungles. So like
yeah, but
at
like,
any moment
if you
just
had
get
to be
surprised.
there, if you had to be there physically, like it's one thing to watch it, but if you had to be there in person and physically had to kill somebody, bro,
Yeah,
that shit. I feel like that shit is traumatizing. And if anything, sometimes I'm just there like, yo, I kind of feel for the U.S. military, like you paying that much for our country to be safe because these niggas gotta go through some inhumane shit.
yeah,
Like this shit is not human shit, bro. It's not human
yeah. He
to be
talked about
killing people, bro.
he talked about how he had to kill children because they didn't know. They didn't know if they were like part of the other military or not because there was
Yeah.
like kid soldiers too. So he like killed kids.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. That shit is crazy. You gotta pay them what it's due, like because they fucking up their mind for you, bro.
Yeah, and they be homeless. It was like he was a bum. Like he was definitely
Facts.
wasn't doing good. Like you could just notice
Yeah.
that about him, and they're like, damn, it's like y'all niggas gotta pay your vets.
Literally, bro. Like
Sacrifice their whole lives, like you said, and everything. It's wild. Then the other bump story.
Actually, before you continue that, like real quick, like it's interesting that you mentioned that because yesterday I was listening to this thing, like it was like this history related podcast almost that they were talking about like how people who were enslaved, right, and like and those people who were freed, like all the slaves that were freed, a lot of them joined like the army and shit like that to think in the hopes that like if they do something for their country is gonna reward them, but it never worked out in their favor.
Yeah.
Which it was just interesting for me. Like, well, I just wanted to bring that up because it was just like kind of crazy, But continue with your bum story.
No, wait. But before I do that, what was the decade where like the black people they went on to the war and then when they came back, all their shit was kind of just
It was like
taken, all the property and all the things.
well, they never had anything. That's the thing. Like it was in around 1860s because that's around the time of the Civil War type shit. And then like in 1865 when Abraham Lincoln just goes up, fuck slavery, like
Yeah.
it's over.
Mm-hmm.
A whole bunch of like everything. All that happened was like slavery ended. It's just that like
Yeah, I'm saying that happened, but I'm saying in the 20s, the Harlem Renaissance.
But they didn't really have anything. That's what I'm saying. Like after they were freed, they didn't really have anything. So nothing was really taken from them. They just had no place to go.
Yeah, but then there was a time where during the Harlem Renaissance.
Oh yeah.
They were buying like certain properties.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff, and then they went to war for that same reason. in hopes
Oh
that they would
yeah.
get it.
Basically, yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. Like World War One, like,
Yeah.
and even World War Two. There were a lot of people who went to war with the hopes of, like I said, going to fight for their country so that the country will return something for them. But America was hella racist at the time, even then. So they was just like, nah, bro, fuck that.
And the black people came back, and then all their property was like already moved in
Yeah.
by other people.
Yeah, and it was real interesting to listen to the podcast though because they talk about how a lot of these policies came about. And like for example, they talked about how like almost how healthcare came about, like federal healthcare for everyone.
Yeah.
Came about, and it was because like literally too many black people were dying. Like an abundance of black people were dying because they weren't being treated by nobody in the hospitals. The hospitals were all segregated.
They had shitty hospital.
Yeah, they had shitty ass hospitals. Like they didn't have resources and stuff. So black people in general were dying at an increased rate and shit like that. And so when they started dying out, like the government had no choice to be like, okay, we're gonna have to do something about it. But not even because they wanted to take care of the black people, but because they didn't want to get infected with whatever diseases they were probably catching dying like fucking dogs.
Oh yeah.
And it was just both basic health like that they lacked.
Yeah.
And shit like that. So like that's how like the policies or ideas of healthcare came about, because it's just like, okay, we're gonna have to provide them with some resources so that they're not all fucking dying.
Yeah, and spreading it to us.
Yeah,
As wild as that is.
pretty much. That's kind of how healthcare came about. But everyone was still so hesitant about it because it was just like, oh, we don't want them to become dependent on us, like they on their own type shit.
Yeah.
You know,
And I think it's the same amount of percentage probably at this point of people that are on healthcare. It's like literally everybody.
yeah. I mean, because if you think about it, like not that much time has really passed.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like a people ago.
Like, exactly. Like healthcare is something that's relatively new. Like this shit came up in like 1970 maybe, like like really rolled
Completely
out,
developed.
yeah, and shit. Like 1970, that's not that long ago. It seems like long ago for niggas like us because we was born into it.
Yeah.
But like a people ago, like you said, these niggas probably didn't have that shit and they don't know what it is, and so a lot of these people probably understand what it's like to be fucked up. That's why sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, like I'll read stories and be like, why like black people be scared of going to the doctors and shit like that, and I'll be like, but why though? Like they're there to help you, right? And it's I fail to understand that, like, a people ago, I'm talking about somebody who might be 60 years old might have experienced what it's like to be denied treatment, like,
and they probably fucked they shit up too.
Yeah,
because they didn't really care about him. So like probably like the medicine or whatever, that shit was probably half-assed.
Yeah, exactly. And so
yeah.
I like, now I think about it and I understand it a little more. But like I said, it's a little crazy. Like this shit all happened not too long ago. Technically, slavery was still technically longer than for how long slavery hasn't existed. Like to this point, like.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
oh shit.
Slavery was like 200 plus years. It's only been like 150 since slavery ended.
Yeah, and before that, it was slavery. Like literally, there is still slavery present in the world.
Yeah, facts.
But like, it was way more prevalent then.
Yeah, but like even then, like I feel like America has moved on at a really fast rate. I think. I mean, personally, I like not to say that the fuck the battle ends there, but like.
Yeah, it's made a lot of progress,
right?
We talk about this back and forth
because and the reason I say it's a lot of progress is because America is relatively one of the youngest countries in the world.
Yeah, it is the most modern one,
right? And it's the most modern one. It's the one that's developed the fastest, bro. It's the one that has gone from a shitty ass civilization to the best civilization. It went from 13 shitty ass colonies to beating one of the greatest armies of the world at the time. How do you do that with like 13 colonies, bro? Yeah. What the fuck? And then you develop into this massive ass country that changes the entire like world, bro. All in a matter of 400 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
400 years. Like think about how long 400 years is compared to how long the world has existed for. Like you're causing all this change and you started off as 13 fucking colonies, bro.
Yeah, and that's just 400 years. You see all these other countries like England and basically everybody else.
Everybody in Europe, bro, has existed for the last like 2000, bro.
Yeah, as far as civilizations go.
Right, and it's just they're like America has done all this shit in 400. We've gone even African Americans in this country. It's like y'all have done a lot too.
Yeah.
From going from being slaves to being the position that we are now. And in a matter of 400 years, like think about slavery went on for 250 years, in the amount of time that like you give that same amount of time for black people to fight and be free, I feel like in those 250 years there'll be like some more like equity and shit amongst black community and white people too, just because like just look at how much change has been accomplished and it's been less than the amount of time that slavery was going on for.
Yeah, because we still got people that are like really old, like 80s or 70s. Like the people that were really racist, they still exist. They still gotta die out. Like
that as it fucking sounds, but it's true. Like
no, but like that generation like still has to like is on its last legs of like the really racist people. So I'm like it would only progress further.
Yeah, it's true.
Like our generation at this point, I doubt is that many racist people.
Yeah, there might just be a couple of people who are a little insensitive to the fact.
Yeah,
I feel like, but nothing crazy. I think
it could be a general thing that we're at least comfortable being in the same vicinity.
Yeah,
like you see these old white people be like, get the fuck up. Like
I mean, some crazy. So I've experienced some crazy shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like
speak on it.
Like
the most I've gotten called it was just like a wetback or a spick.
Bro, nigga, bro. There was once I was in Jose's building, and the crazy part is that it be by other niggas that look just like you, like it was another Dominican, I think, right? And I'm in Jose's building with Daniel, and we're waiting for Jose to come out. Bro, this Dominican dude enters his building, and so we're waiting like on the first floor, right? And this dude also going to the first floor. He enters his apartment.
Yeah.
Right? He enters his apartment. Before he enters, he looks back to see if we're still there, then closes the door. Comes back 5 seconds later, opens the door, checks if we're still there, closes it, and locks every lock, bro.
You heard every lock?
Yeah, bro, yes, bro. I heard every lock. Me and Daniel heard every lock, bro. And this man had like 5 locks. I was like, no way did that just happen, bro. This nigga, all I hear is... And I'm just like,
what time was that?
this was like the middle of the fucking day. It was like 5 p.m., bro. Like, or like 4 or some shit. I don't know. I don't remember. And I'm just there like, no, wait, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, with so like when I get called like racist shit, it would just be like I told you, like spick or whatever. But because I'm lighter skinned, all the Dominicans feel like see comfort in that. Yeah. So they tell me all their racist like
all their racist thoughts
to me about somebody that could be literally right there.
Bro, facts. I understand that. I feel like even my family sometimes
and I'm
they
like, God damn,
crazy.
Bro.
Yeah, I just be like, damn, bro, like wow, bro. Like, what that nigga do to me? Like, he do nothing, bro. Like,
yeah.
What you doing criticizing?
And it could be literally, like you said before, like, it could literally be that person's skin color. It could be the exact same shit. They can even be, like, a little lighter than them. But if they're dark, it's over.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
clip.
It's clip, right?
Yeah.
Now, I mean, it'd be weird, bro. It'd be weird. And so another thing that happened to me, which is like it's been several things, but this one happened to me like maybe like 2 years ago. I don't fucking remember, but it was one day that I'm on a city bike with 2 of my friends, right? And my 2 friends they stopped to go and take a picture, and I was like, okay. And so they leave all the fucking bikes with me. Right? I got 3 bikes. And my 2 friends got to go take fucking pictures, and so I'm watching over the bikes, and some dude I'm pretty sure he was like fucked up and drunk.
Yeah.
But this motherfucker walks past me and he's like, this is why I pay these fucking tax dollars for these niggers to be stealing bikes, and I was like, bro, what, bro? I was like, nigga, that ass said this shit as he's walking right past me, and I was like. But like, what did I do to you, bro? Like, and it just is mind blowing to me, cause it's just like I don't even know what to do in that situation. Like, I'm just shocked. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, you first of all, you look like you don't even have a job. This is in my head. Like, what tax dollars, bro? Niggas is probably paying for you to live. Like, what?
Niggas like me are paying for you to live,
bro. And this motherfucker talk about, okay, if you want to be a stereotypical white man, I guess, because like I'm a black dude with 3 bikes, because my 2 friends is not here. Like, I'm a black dude with 3 bikes, so I guess it looks like I stole them, but I'm just there logically. How can I even steal 3 fucking bikes, bro?
Yeah, word.
But that's what I'm in my head. It's just there, like, bro, what are you thinking?
Nah, it's not being safe and stereotypical, because if a white person had 3 bikes on them, you wouldn't even question it.
I wouldn't question who the fuck.
It's just 3 bikes.
Who is stealing 3 bikes at once, bro?
And who is that comfortable sending 3 bikes in the middle of the street? Like, this is a lot of questions.
Yeah, bro. So I'm just like, I wouldn't question it no matter who the fuck it was, bro. Like it just don't make sense, dude. It don't. But it's interesting to see to talk about it, because even once while I was in Syracuse, I took this sociology class, right?
Yeah.
And in that class, there's this time that the teacher, I think it was not sociology, it was anthropology.
Yeah.
Anthropology, that's what it was. Social anthropology, I think that's what it was called. But the teacher played the professor played this video of like how people react to different people doing certain things, right?
Yeah.
Like if it was like how people react to a white man stealing a bike, a black man stealing a bike, and a woman stealing a bike, almost. Mm-hmm. Right? And it's literally like it was fucking shocking to see. Like the white man, like nobody did anything. They literally just like people watch this man like try to open the lock to the bike and just let him do it. And the black man, everybody was like either trying to stop him, like, hey, what are you doing? Or like calling the cops or some shit. And they just, and then the girl, the craziest part, the girl, there were men lining up to help her like steal the bike, bro. I swear to God. And I was just like, whoa, what the fuck, bro?
I mean, I wouldn't. I guess it's a little bit sexist, but I would never think a girl would rob
Steal
a
a
bike
bike?
out, yeah, in the middle of the street. Like, I just wouldn't think about that. As a person that's
Yeah.
been robbed before, I just wouldn't think a girl would do
Yeah,
it. Like,
yeah. I mean, like, I see what you mean.
like
I
I
feel like it's very unusual, and if women were to steal, they would do it in a less like obnoxious manner.
yeah,
You know, something real slick.
it'd be mad easy for a female to steal. Anything.
Oh, I know. My best friend has stolen. You feel me? I'm putting her on blast right now, and I hope she remembers if she ever watches this video. Matter of fact, I'll tell her right now. Like she was stealing from Jose, and Jose know it too. So at this point, it don't matter. Like like I think she stole like $50 from Jose's book bag or some shit. I'm just like, hey, yo, you thief, bro. Like,
Damn, $50, bro.
Yeah,
Damn, stealing from your friends, that's wild.
That's wild,
I
bro.
understand stealing because I stole before in stores, but that's
Yeah.
stores. This is to the government. Fuck the government.
fuck the government.
Damn, your own friends, bro.
Nah, I mean, I don't know.
She's like that communism shit.
I think
What's
she
yours
paid him
is
back.
mine, right?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I think she paid him back afterwards. I don't remember though. But I do remember that she stole it. That's a fact. I do remember that. But we got super sidetracked, dude. Like
That's great.
yeah.
What were we
it
talking
is,
about? Oh, my bum story?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you to finish telling me your bum story.
Which one was
Oh, I forgot to put the timer. What the
God
fuck,
damn it,
bro? Well, I said we were gonna start recording like around 1, and it's like 1:36 right now. So we'll bring it.
Yeah.
Like 1:50
We'll clock
type
it to
shit,
2. Alright, this bum story I think happened recently. Yeah, I think that this one happened just now. That's how I remembered all these bum stories.
Where?
I was in the train, and then there was a blind dude,
Mm-hmm.
and he was hopping trains basically.
Blind? He was blind?
He was blind, and he came in, and he was blind, and he was walking towards the thing, and then the bum was just like what told me.
Wait. The bum was not blind?
No.
You're talking about there was a blind dude though.
There was a blind dude. Yeah, this is how the conversation started.
How?
This is a blind dude. So there was a blind dude walking to the train, and he was gonna open the cart to the train to pass to the other one. And so the bum told me, like, yo, open the door for him. So I started opening the door for him.
Yeah.
And the blind dude was just like, nah, I got it. I was like, bro, you blind? You should. And he was just like, yeah, it's better if I do it. And I was just like, that actually makes sense. But I thought this nigga was like, you blind. You know how it is to open the door? And he opened the door and he started walking. And he was like 60-something years old.
But what door did he open?
The door inside of the train to open to go to the next cart.
Oh, okay.
That door.
Yeah.
He opened it blind. He had the cane and everything. He opened it blind and he crossed the shit like perfectly. And then
that's wild, my man. You blind, bro.
And then the bum dude started talking. And he was just like, that's amazing. You see that? That's amazing. I'm old. I'm 75 years old. I see a lot of amazing things. But that right there is amazing. And then I was just like, fuck it. Let's get into a conversation. So I was just like, oh, you're 75. You look good for a 75-year-old. And then boom, it started. So then he was just like, yeah. And then he was like, me, as an old person to a young person, man, where you from? And I was just like, here from Harlem or whatever. And he was just like, nah, your ethnicity. And I was like, oh, I'm Dominican.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, he was talking about, I guess there was a government or a politician that's Dominican or some shit, or like a state. And he told me about that. And I was like, who? And I was like, you don't know who that is? You're not Dominican. He was a black dude. He was like, you're not Dominican. I was like, hey man, I don't know. I'm not sure if he was pronouncing his name right as well. So it was just like, I don't know. And he was like, nah, we got to keep that together. You got to keep that blood in you.
The blood?
Yeah, that ethnicity or whatever. You got to stay in your culture, that whole shit.
Yeah.
I get bum lessons in train station.
I've gotten a couple bum lessons too. I feel like they're a little weird though. Like how much of this am I supposed to take with me home? You know, I'm taking lessons from a bum,
hey man,
like a bum, bro. I know you can learn from anyone,
yeah,
but that's what I'm saying.
Nah, but bums have the most crazy ass perspective. It's why they're a bum.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
It's true. I mean, they feel so hard in life that this is where they at.
Yeah, and usually the more you fail, the more you learn from shit.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've had a couple bum experiences, and sometimes they'd be a little wild. Like, sometimes some of them, like, there was once I met a bum that made sense. Like, and you know, bums never make sense because, like you said, they be going through some crazy ass shit at this point. So they always spend some crazy wild shit, but there was once I met a bum that made sense, and he would tell me, he was like I'm not crazy. And he would just tell me that shit and talk. I met him like twice in a row, which was fucking insane, right? In the same bus, like 2 days back to back. But then I never met him again. And the first day, he was just talking to this lady, right? And the lady was paying him no mind, but like he wasn't saying saying anything rude, nothing crazy. Like he was just talking like a regular fucking person, and then she was just not paying attention because he was a bum.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm looking at him. Right, and I have my headphones in, but like my music is low, so I'm hearing what he's saying to her, right? And at some point, I think he realizes that I'm looking at her, and he starts talking to me. He turns and he's just there, like, you see, man, like this should make me feel bad, like because like all I'm trying to do is talk, like, and like I'm not asking you for money, like, and nothing like that. And I kind of felt bad for him because he was just there, like, yo, bro, at this point, I'm just trying to live my life the best way I can as a bum, like. I'm just there like, damn.
What did y'all talk about?
I don't fucking remember. What I went home with that day was the fact that this nigga was just like a bum that made sense.
Yeah, man, a lot of bums be making sense. Like I like watching the performance and stuff.
Yeah,
because sometimes they be fire and sometimes they be trash, but it's whatever. And then the bums too, like they probably being a bum, they seen so much shit. They only have a bunch of experiences, and granted, you gotta take it with a grain of salt, but like you can learn a lot from just what they talk about.
Facts. And
just be like, and then if they don't make sense and it's like really wrong, you just be like, what can be right about that? And then you just take that shit out.
And what's crazy? Like I like, it's funny because a couple of weeks ago, I was talking to a friend, and I told them, I was like New York City is not New York City without bums. Yeah. Like, it really isn't, bro. It's kind of like almost like New York City without rats. Like, a terrible comparison. I don't know if it really is, but like bums, it's a part of New York City. You feel me? Like, you need that shit. Yeah. And so the other time,
the extra space.
Yeah, you need that shit. Like, and so sometimes when I'm going home late, and I gotta take the C train, it's kind of like low key, like a long walk from the C train to my house.
Yeah.
And there be bums aligned all over the place. And so I used to walk past all those bums, and low key I would be shook, bro. I'll be shook because I'm just like, damn, bro. Like, I don't know which one of these bums might have been in jail. They might have wanted to. I'm stab you, nigga. Fuck, stab you, feel me? Like,
or you're one of those like those peace bums.
Yeah, bro. I be scared, bro. Speaking of which, matter of fact, thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna get into that story after that. But I would cross through through whatever the fuck and these bums would low-key scare me, right? But then at time, like during quarantine and shit, during pandemic and shit, like a lot of the bums were picked up. So there weren't that many laying around during quarantine, during COVID times, where like it was crazy and shit. And so then at those times that I would have to cross home from the C train, it wasn't packed with the bums, and I kind of missed them, and I was just there like, now I'm a little scared of like the fucking rats. like,
dang, you missed the bums, bro?
Yeah, bro. I was like, now I'm kind of scared of like the rats, like what the fuck, bro? Like, I don't know, like, okay, because since the bums were there was not really that many rats, like, or nothing like that, because fucking there's bums lined up everywhere.
I mean, yeah, and there's also no food because nobody's been outside.
Yeah, bro.
Walking during COVID times, it shit was empty.
Nah, that was, bro.
But I was going to the gym at like 5 a.m. like around when it first got lifted a little bit, and like when I would be going outside, it would be empty. When I came back,
oh yeah, facts.
It's just empty, like not a sound in the streets.
I mean,
it's 5 a.m. granted, but like also like now I'd be going up at 5 a.m. There's still a bunch of people.
Yeah, it's livening up the city though. It's coming back alive.
Yeah, and even the crime is you know what I mean?
Nah, crime was going crazy, nigga.
Yo, July 4th was fine.
Niggas was popping heads, nigga. Popping heads, bro. It was popping heads, bro. But yeah, bro, like. The fucking bums, I missed them, and I told my friends, I was like, nah, New York City is not New York City without the bums, bro, because, I feel like I was like this. I find low-key some comfort in them now.
Actually, now that I think about it, like, taking the train from work and coming back, being, like, if there was no bumps on the train, I would kind of be like, because, like bums be like it's not every once in it's not very what's that word? I'm stumbling all over the place. What's that word?
What do you mean? Often?
Yeah, you don't see that many bums often where they actually start speaking or some shit.
Yeah,
but every
yeah,
time
yeah.
you do, it's kind of memorable. And like the times that you see a bum or like street performers, like the train ride, it feels
It's
a little
more
shorter
enjoyable.
and it's more enjoyable. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like after a long day at work and you just see a bum, you'd be like, damn, let me just take the edge off and let me just focus on this bum right now. And then boom, you like at your stop. It'd be low key comforting.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice, especially like you said, after a long day of work and shit like that, or when you be exhausted and tired. But there was once I was falling asleep on the train. Nigga, I've actually like had nice experiences with certain people. Like there be times I literally be falling asleep on the train or on the bus. There was once I was sleeping on the bus, and this lady dead ass woke me up. She was like, I'm getting off, but I'm waking you up because I don't want you to miss your stop. And I was like, oh, thanks. Like, and it was before my stop, surprisingly. So I was just like, holy fuck, like that was mad nice. Like, I would definitely not have done that for nobody else. Like, if you sleeping on the bus, like I'm
do you, bro?
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm leaving you there. And it felt nice, you know. And someone might have been bothered, like, and that's kind of the reason why I wouldn't wake somebody else up, because they might be bothered, like,
Yeah.
nigga, the fuck, why you waking me up? You know, especially because it's New York, niggas be rude as fuck, like every day.
Ruthless.
Exactly. Any motherfucker's ready to eat you alive, bro.
I don't know how you can sleep in buses or trains, bro. That shit's a fear of mine, bro. What if you wake up and you just not in the train no more?
Yo, that's rough, bro. It's because I'm assuming, bro. It's a fucking public transportation, bro. Like,
Exactly, it's a public transportation.
who the fuck is taking me,
It's public. Anybody can take you.
bro? But anybody else can see me, like.
What if they think they're your friends? He can either say, "Oh no, he's my friend."
Bro, I'm sleeping, bro. Like,
Exactly.
if he's my friend, then he's gonna wake me up. You feel me? Like, nobody's just gonna like perk me up and drag me out the bus.
A nigga can lie, bro. A nigga be like, "Oh, he's drunk. He's hungover. That's it. I need to take him home." And then your home is his home, and then he's getting ready to fuck you up. Like,
Hey, yo,
bro, you don't know that shit, bro.
nah, bro. I don't know.
I can't sleep on trains or buses.
You know, it's fine. It's fine though, because like, you know, niggas like you be paranoid, and it's funny because my brother tells me the same shit, kind of similar all the time, but I never really give a fuck. Like, I'm just there, like,
you don't give a fuck until there's a fuck given in you.
Yeah, basically. Like, I tell him, I was like, bro, I do not think that people are inherently bad. Like I do not think that anyone like goes around their day and it's just they're like, yeah, I'm kidnap this nigga because he's sleeping and I can.
Yeah, but a kidnapper would do that.
I know that. I know a kidnapper will exactly do that. It's just in my head, I'm just there like, who the fuck could be a fucking kid? Like, I don't walk around thinking that there could be a kidnapper on the bus, bro. But I don't like thinking in my head that's the kind of life that I live around, like always with that kind of caution in my head. Like, I don't do it.
Nah, I have to do it. I literally think I go out on the street and be like, if anything happens where I have to kill somebody, how would that happen? But you know what I mean? Like, every day, like, I won't like be aggressive to like someone that's trying to speak to me. Like, it won't come out. But like, in just a slight thought in the back of my head, just like, yo, if anything pops off, what's gonna happen? But also like living up in the hood, and I also have like older older family members that I actually gone through shit.
Yeah.
So like,
I mean, but don't get me wrong, me too. Like, I know, like, niggas in my family, they get robbed and shit, and I know what all that shit is like too. But it's just weird, like, for me at least, to live life just thinking about that shit every day.
I think I would be more afraid if I didn't think that way.
Nah,
It's like, damn, I lost the edge.
nah. Like, it doesn't really, like, okay, if it happened, it happened.
I mean, yeah, if it happened, it happened, obviously. But like, you got to be prepared for it somewhat. Like, I just find it weird.
What do you do in that situation, bro? Like,
You think about it. Wait, what situation?
like, if you about to get robbed, like, if 5 niggas pull up on you and they just like, yo, give me your shoes, nigga. What you gonna do, nigga? I'm gonna take
give
my
you
shoes.
I mean, I'll be having some whack ass sneakers,
But at this point, I don't like, at that point. It's just they're like, alright, bro.
yeah, but if it's like a person or something or two, or like something happens where like some shit literally pops off, like an explosion or some shit, anything that happens.
Okay, because sometimes, like,
If it's a person or two, then I can think about it.
Because I have some thoughts, right? Like, for example, I'll be in the train station, and in my head, sometimes I'll be a little close to the edge, and I'm just like, yo, what if there's some crazy nigga behind me decide to push me?
Yeah.
Right? Like, when the train is coming. Like, when the train is coming, what if this nigga just decides, I want to kill this nigga today? I'll be a little cautious about those. I'll be looking behind me. I'm just like, let me step back a little more to the center.
I'll be constantly pacing back and
Yeah,
forth.
me too. I'm always looking around the train station, but I'll be scared of those niggas for some reason. For some reason, I'll be scared of the niggas that can just push you into the train.
Yeah.
You know why? Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. But I do be conscious of those niggas, and so I'm just like.
But every day, regular walking down the street, you don't think like, yo, what if someone like tries to rob me right now? That's so wild.
No, because in my head it's just there. Like if someone tries to rob me right now, like I'm gonna just get robbed. Like that's in my thought process. Like if someone gonna rob me, I'm gonna just do everything in my power to not die. Like I'm gonna cooperate, bro. Like, alright, you want my shoes, bro? Like, if you got a gun, you got a knife, and you're about to kill me if I don't give you this shit, like, okay, bro, you got all my shit, bro. Like, it's just that. That's why I don't think about it. Because in my head, I was like, if I'm gonna get robbed, 99%, this motherfucker has some kind of weapon on him. And most likely, knowing me, I probably won't be carrying anything.
Yeah.
So it's just, they're like, okay, I'm gonna just get robbed, bro. So, but like now, if this is like, if I'm gonna die, like, if this nigga just decides to run up on me and stab me a whole bunch of times, I can't do anything other than get stabbed a whole bunch of times. You feel me? Like if it's premeditated, bro, like what can I really do, bro?
Well, I just like you keep your eyes wide open, like you see like all the people that are like, I'm constantly observing everybody on the street.
Okay,
so,
but
like,
what if there's a nigga behind you or a fucking van following you?
That's what I'm saying. You constantly be looking around. It takes a lot of mental energy on the street doing that. But yeah, I like be aware of surroundings always. I always do that. Like I constantly start. If actually you can try and notice this every time we walk together.
Yeah.
See how many times I'm looking around.
Nah, facts. I mean, I'm constantly turning my head back, and one of you want to know what one of my fears is actually? I fear that I turn too much, and then someone else might panic.
What you mean? Like I would panic walking with you?
Yeah, or even someone who's behind me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Panics because they think that I might do something, or because
you might be anticipating something.
Yeah, like I might be anticipating something. It's just they're like, oh, what is this nigga looking at? Like, or is it like, there be certain shit, or sometimes I'm just like, what if there is a nigga behind me that is trying to like kill me or kidnap me, right?
Alright, so you do think about these thoughts then, motherfucker. All this roundabout explanation to explain the same shit I'm explaining.
Bro. Okay, look, let me see. Look, I was just saying, I do think about it, okay, but then I think about it in a different way, right? Because I think about it just that, like, okay, what if there is a nigga that's trying to kidnap me and he's behind me, right? But now I'm looking behind too much, and he's just there like, damn, he getting suspicious. Now I really gotta act quick and fuck that nigga up. So at that point, I'm just there like, shit, let me just keep looking forward. Let me not think about it and just keep stepping, you feel me? Like,
that's worse than me. And yeah, you already got the kidnapper. I'm trying to look out for one.
But that's what I'm saying in my head. I choose to not really think about it, because then I'll look back too much. And
if you do start thinking about it, you go make up some crazy shit in your head.
Yeah, bro. Because I just be there like, yo, bro, but what if this nigga out to get me? Like, I don't know, bro. This nigga's walking a little too close behind me, like, or whatever, like.
Yeah, that shit used to happen.
I used to be mad panicky over that shit, like, mad paranoid. That's why now I tend not to. Like I said, I try not to think about it for that same reason, though, because it's like you said, it's tiring. Yeah. Like I feel like, and so constantly thinking about that shit is exhausting. And parents will always tell you, like, look out, make sure you're being safe. And it's just they're like, yes, mom, I'm trying like my best to make sure I'm not doing dumb shit, but I'm also not fucking being so vigilant to the point where I can't enjoy, or like where I'm constantly worrying about just walking, bro.
Does she say anything in Spanish? Because my mom always says cuatro ojo.
Nah, I don't
that
think
your grandmother?
Nah. I don't think I've ever heard them say that. But
dang, you gotta be that ass from the barrio.
I mean, they've definitely said some shits
like that, similar to that.
But I don't fucking know. Not like they always just have phrases and shit that they say, Like, it's not always just about safety, but they always got their phrases about school.
For anything, for life.
Yeah, bro, they be hitting you with the phrases. Sometimes I be having to
deep.
Yeah, bro, I be having to be like, stop. Hold on, what that mean?
Yeah.
Like, just explain it to me real quick.
Yeah.
My grandma be explaining to me some shit, cause she always says like phrases that her father used to use.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool, cause I never got to meet my great grandfather, but she be using a lot of his phrases, so I'll be like, oh shit, what that mean?
Yeah.
And she'll tell me, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. This nigga was a wise man.
Yeah, my mom loves those phrases. She just be constantly saying that for anything. For anything. She has ones for literally every situation.
A phrase?
A phrase, yeah.
I like the phrases though, that like the Hispanic phrases that niggas be using. I'm just like, oh shit.
Because some of them be funny, some of them be like, how the fuck did you get that and that? And then, but some of them be like, oh shit, that shit deep.
Yeah, bro.
What's that mean?
Yeah, you gotta think about it. Like some of them crazy. But you know.
Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of the LunchTable podcast. Thank God this shit felt like it flew by. Thank God. Deuces.
Yeah, bro. Peace out.